No, it's not the Colt Cabana Show, folks. It's day 2 of the 32 days of Lingus, where we review all of the WrestleManias in a row.
In a row?
I'm Cav Manning.
I'm Fausty Walnut.
Here we go, folks. WrestleMania 2. The slogan was, "What the world is coming to."
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. 3 cities, they decide, let's try to make this even bigger than before, which...
Too big for just one arena.
Yeah, which, I think he tried to go a little too nuts and outdo himself and hurt himself more so than anything
no kidding.
else. Because now we got New York, we had, with New York, Chicago. And Mm-hmm. So yeah, the East Coast, the Midwest, and the West Coast. It's all over the place. So I'm like, everyone had to sit in the other 2 and watch TV
on a big jumbotron, not in HD.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no HD for quite some years to come. No.
The combined attendance for the 3 arenas was 40,085.
For all 3?
For all 3.
Damn. That's a joke for one. What? Joke for one?
Joke for one.
April 7th, 1986 is when all of this took place.
What's funny about that date, it's the only WrestleMania in history that was on a Monday.
Oh.
Why the hell would they do it on a Monday?
That? You know what would be an interesting fact to do on Mania 32 is run down how many Manias were on the same date.
Yeah, because I noticed some overlapped.
Some
this one.
This one hit other ones?
Yeah, I know that one did. It's my dad's birthday. That's how I know.
Oh, yes. Because you said, sorry, Dad, I have Mania to attend a couple of years.
Oh, you guys are going to dinner? Yeah, I'm going to be busy.
I'll be there in the morning to pat you on the back and say happy.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to the WrestleMania where I was on vacation. I can't wait to tell that story.
Throwing shoes at the TV with The Rock winning. Remember it like it was yesterday. Plugging your phone into the television to watch. While I yelled at you going, you scheduled a vacation with your wife on WrestleMania weekend, you asshole. Yeah.
Well, you can yell at me when we get to that WrestleMania.
All right, I'll save it for that.
We're back on number 2. We got many to go.
Now, I'd like to know the number 1 actress in the world. Who the fuck is Susan St. John?
Yeah, there was the couple.
America's number 1 actress, Susan St. And I go, who in the hell is this?
I know who Elvira was on here.
I know Elvira. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. They stay. They got some mainstay.
Yeah.
Elvira is way more important than she is.
Right.
So we went from Mean Gene singing the national anthem to fucking Ray Charles.
Singing America the Beautiful.
Now, I found it very funny when they're doing this, right? Mm-hmm. And they're showing pictures of America.
Yeah.
The beautiful cornfield, the wheat fields, the, I almost said Stonehenge. Mount Rushmore. It's stone, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
They're showing all these beautiful things, and what do they end the America with? What
Twin
symbolizes
Towers?
America most?
Twin Towers?
Why, it's Hulk Hogan, of course. They show everything important, and then it's Hulk Hogan. Okay. It was very odd, because Piper is doing an interview, and he says, I'll never have to paint myself black. He literally says this. I don't need to paint myself black. And I'm like, why? What?
Yeah.
I was like, well.
Why would you say that? Number 2, welp.
And if
halfway there.
If I could read my writing, I'd probably be able to tell you why he said it. But that's a clean out the door with my writing. We got Paul Orndorff against The Rock.
No, not that Rock.
The original. This is like Nature Boy stealing from Buddy Rogers.
Right.
So it's The Rock, Don Morocco. And it's very interesting because now Orndorff's a good guy. So you see that,
Yeah.
oh, he changed good. He's turned
wonderful.
Good. This man is wonderful. Wonderful. What's funny is my mother would say that about an ex-boyfriend. Oh, fucking Mr. Wonderful over here. Always fucking
With the sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. By 100%. So it was odd, too. They were playing the interviews of them during the match.
Yeah.
You know how they always, it's like, what is this, Superstars?
No kidding.
Okay.
Not even as they're going to the ring.
No. Macho Man versus the Animal. George the Animal Steel. Remember, this thing was for a while.
With that mess in the corner when Steele's doing his gimmick. With
I thought you meant when Elizabeth was standing out there. What you said.
Because you see it later in the Piper match. You can still see the
Kernels of corn on the
exactly
the popcorn on the floor from the turnbuckle. Jake the Snake fought a guy I never heard of in my life.
Me too. I'm like, who is this guy?
Old George Wells. Like, okay, black guy, right? So
yeah,
well
renowned.
Listen, punishment. He takes his punishment again.
He did a good job. He got choked out by the snake at the end.
Yeah.
And he's spitting up.
Well, they always get that cum spit, where it's very foamy white, choking to death. We had a boxing match. There was only a couple parts that looked where you go, this is retarded. This
Right.
look, but otherwise they were semi-swinging and a lot of body shots.
Well, they had true life heat.
Oh yeah, and where he throws the stool at him is brutal. He whips that. Yeah, and that ain't. Oh my God, it's a wooden stool.
It's not a work stool.
No, and he fires at him, and they said the reason behind it was he was supposed to knock Piper out of the ring with a punch and missed. But I watched it. I rewound it so many times because it was why did he throw the chair? So I went to listen to that, and I said, okay, this was the reason. And the way the camera angle is, you can't see it. So if he completely missed, only Piper knew about it. Because the TV angle is Mr. T's
legit.
back is facing us.
Oh, okay.
So you're not seeing the punch. And it looked fine. It looked completely fine. So I think Piper roidily overreacted.
So that ended the New York portion.
Yes. Now we get Chicago's... Now, this is the number one actress in my mind. I used to be in love with this woman, Kathy Lee Crosby. My father was in love, too. I was so into her from That's Incredible. I was like, man, she's good looking. How old is she today?
Oh, boy. I don't know, 60-something?
71.
Oh.
Madone. I was like, I also looked up Rhonda Shear later on as well. So Kathy Lee Crosby, she's in with the Chicago thing. They get Corporal Khrushchev. Corporal Khrushchev.
Yeah.
It was always hard to say him against Volkov.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had to look up who this corporal guy
You don't
was.
remember him?
I do, but I'm like, what did he do after? And then what's funny is
With his life, you mean?
Exactly. Well, he went to Japan and he was in that FMW, did a lot of death matches. He wrestled as Leatherface.
Really?
And you come out with the chainsaw and all that.
Holy shit.
And the only reason I knew of
Just
that...
steal a name.
Yeah,
Fuck
well,
it.
the only reason
Come
I
out
knew
as
of
Freddy
that-
Krueger.
Yeah.
Why not?
Was seeing him wrestle with Foley when he was over there, Cactus Jack, doing their death matches. And I only knew that from seeing ICP's shit when they did their I can't remember what it's called now. But and then ICP later booked him too. For their shit.
We had a 20-man battle royal.
Stranglemania, that's what it's called.
The wrestlers dwarfed,
Oh, God.
size-wise.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy shit, how much bigger the wrestlers were than football players. And they're football players.
I thought Bruno looked small. For some reason, I expected Bruno to be
he's Italian.
Yeah.
He's short and stocky.
I've never seen him actually wrestle outside of this.
Yeah.
So I just, in my head, I have him oh, it's a big
guy.
Big guy.
The guest timekeeper of this
Who was it again?
tells you the sign of the times. Here, ladies and gentlemen, to keep time, they say her name, and you go, who in the fuck? And then they go, the Where's the Beef lady.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, wow. She's standing there with a blue hair.
They got to get those hot celebrities.
Oh, man. Oh, she was the rage. The Where's the Beef lady. You know how old she is now? Well, she's dead.
I was gonna say, not alive. Shit, I forgot to write her down on my list.
Well, add her then. Guest referees. Guest ref for like the outside. Dick Buttkiss.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? Jimbo Covert and the Fridge is in there. Waylon Mercy. Kid Tonga.
Yeah.
I think, is that Haku? It was Haku. I said, what? His name was Kid Tonga? Because I wrote next to it, no Haku? Not Haku? You can find out. Russ Francis.
Yes.
Look at you.
Future 49er. He wasn't even
He wasn't
Wait, let me think.
No, he was.
Oh, 86? Yeah, he was on the Niners.
Yeah, because that's how I would have known. It's a 49ers tight end.
Yes.
Russ Francis. What you said. Perry looked like he was wearing Lita's thong. Because he had one of those tops that buttoned underneath your balls.
Oh, yeah.
So it would stay down. But his pants would fall down so you would see the thong part going. Jimbo Covert has an interview afterwards. I said, hey, this is one of my guys. This is Jimbo. You know, I know this guy from the world champion Bears at the time right then, so it was hot.
Yeah.
You know? And he goes, Jim Fralick was in this. Offensive lineman from Atlanta. Great shape. This guy looked good. He looked like he could be a wrestler, good-looking guy, and he had the attitude down. He had the remarks. And it was perfect. He could have been a wrestler, right? So Jimbo, he gets thrown out by Fralick. And what is it? He has it's typical that Mr. Wrestler interview, and he's yelling. He goes, Fralick cheated. He threw me out from behind. I'm like, he threw you out from behind. That's a cheater. Okay. Who was the guest ring announcer in L.A.? Or not guest, but the ring announcer in L.A.
It was Lee Marshall.
Tony the Tiger.
Yes.
How about that? Jesse has the worst mic in the history of the world. Worse than half the time our show. And Elvira is with them.
Yeah.
Up there. Valentine and Beefcake. The Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
Tag team champions with the old good belts. That's how long those belts went back.
Yeah.
And they were good. But God forbid we have those. I don't even get me started. This was versus the Bulldogs.
Right.
With Ozzy in a nice pink
Yeah.
Don Johnson suit.
Totally 80s.
Rolled up sleeves and shoulder pads. He looked like Beatrice Arthur.
I couldn't tell if he had socks on or not. I'm sure he did.
I'm like,
loafers.
this is a drugged out rock star who worships the devil. What kind of outfit is this? Afro Hercules Hernandez versus Ricky Steamboat.
Yep.
That hair of Hercules. He needed an activator on that thing. Adorable Adrian Adonis. I'm an Adrian Adonis fan. I love Adrian. And it's like, didn't Piper say how great he was?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Going against Uncle Elmer.
Oh my God.
This guy had a job.
That's what I was
He was in
thinking.
the big
I'm like,
leagues.
this guy came out. I'm like, this guy's this late in the card.
And it's like, I mean, talk about not being able to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
He got married on Saturday night's main event, for God's
That's
sake.
right.
And that was when somebody threw something. They hit the bride in the face. Remember,
yeah.
I commented on that. They nailed her right in the face with something. Now, nobody ever does this. Adrian Adonis is the only person to ever do it. I still have not seen anyone else do it. You know how Andre get caught in the ropes? Or anyone else.
Right.
You're facing forward. He did it reversed.
Oh,
He would be
yeah.
outside the
Facing
ring,
the outside.
facing in. Not facing out.
Oh, I
He'd
see what you're
face
saying.
in,
Yeah,
but his
yeah.
body'd be out.
Outside of the ring. Yeah.
So his head is more in it, so you're just pounding him and pounding him in the mouth. What? Perfect, Adrian Adonis. You would mouth pump Adrian Adonis. The Funk Brothers, Hoss and Terry.
I never knew of a Haas Funk.
Hoss Funk.
I knew a Dory, but not
Yeah.
Haas.
Thank you. Against Tito and JYD.
JYD.
Now, Tito's in Mania for quite a while.
Yes.
It's number 2 in a row. And then, of course, we had main event with Bundy and Hogan. And you know what's very interesting is they mentioned the blue cage. I've always thought WWE just always had blue cage.
Yeah, I thought that was the trademark.
Yes, but apparently that's where it started. And Jesse actually says it's because of the size of Bundy. They said he told Elvira, normally we have chain link fence, and he says, but due to the size of Bundy, they reinforced and got a special cage just for that. Yeah. I said, at least that's all you need is something. Answer something.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, they ignore everything.
Yeah, they do.
It's a quick, easy, boom, you're done. So that's your rundown of what do you have for final notes?
I got our list of dead people.
Yeah.
The non-wrestler edition. Smoking Joe Frazier.
Oh.
And then from the NFL.
Well, don't forget Where's the Beef,
yeah,
lady.
I wrote that. Where's the Beef? And then from NFL, Ernie Holmes and Harvey Martin. But as far as wrestlers go, you had Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, Roddy Piper, the Fabulous Moolah. We didn't mention her match. She defended her title against Velvet McIntyre.
There's a reason I didn't write down every single match.
Andre the Giant, British Bulldog, Captain Lou, Adrian Adonis, Hercules, Uncle Elmer, JYD, and Big John Studd, giving us a total of 12 wrestlers that are no longer with us.
All right. Well, that's your review of today's WrestleMania and the 32 days of Lingus, WrestleMania 2. If you want to find all your WrestleLingus needs, go to lingusmafia.com and look us up, and we'll see you tomorrow in day number 3 of the 32 days of Lingus. I'm Kev Manning.
I'm Fauci Walnuts.